is meant by a transitive verb?
Good morning, and your question was a very important one, because for the last few days we have been discussing all these terminologies and terms. You asked what is meant by a transitive verb. That's a very good question, especially in the backdrop of the subject that we are discussing. You know, a verb that takes an object is called a transitive verb. A verb that takes an object is called a transitive verb. So the next question will be, why should they take an object? They take an object to complete the meaning. For example, if I say he likes and stop there, he is the subject, likes is the verb, there may be questions in your mind. He likes what? He likes whom? And so on and so forth. And I say he likes mangoes. So we get a pattern. Subject, verb, and he likes what? Mangoes. Or he met. The question is whom? Whom did he meet? He met Mary. So the answer to the question, what or whom, gives us the direct object. The answer to the question, what or whom, gives the direct object. A verb that takes a single object is called a monotransitive verb. So he likes a mango, he met Mary are monotransitive verbs. And there are certain verbs which takes or which requires two objects. Suppose I say, principal gave a present. Principal is the subject, gave is the verb, present is the direct object. But yet, we feel there is something missing. What is that? For whom? Whom did he give that present? So we say principal gave that present to the captain or to Mr. John. So we get the meaningful. So the verb give takes two objects. A transitive verb which takes two objects are called ditransitive verbs. Direct object is the answer to the question what or whom, and indirect object is the answer to the question to whom or for whom. Here, usually PSC asks a question, that is, the principal gave a present to John. The question will be remove to and rewrite the sentence. How to do it? You know the English syntax, ordinary syntax is, that is subject, verb, indirect object, direct object. We place indirect object after the direct object only if the indirect object is longer. Otherwise, the usual syntax of English language is subject, verb, indirect object, direct object. If you want to remove to or for from such a sentence, you have to write it in the order subject, verb, indirect object, direct object. So what would be our sentence? The principal gave John a present.
Then can you explain what's an intransitive verb?
That is where I am coming to. That is a good question. And she wants to know then what is intransitive verb. So what is transitive verb? A verb that takes an object is called a transitive verb. Therefore, it goes without saying a verb that does not take an object is called intransitive verb. Or an intransitive verb often can make their meaning complete by themselves. They can complete their meanings by themselves. For example, we say the child cries. Child is the subject and cries is the verb, meaning is complete. But again, there is a problem. There are some intransitive verbs which cannot complete the meaning by themselves. Now please listen. An intransitive verb which can complete its meaning by itself is called an intransitive verb of complete predication. An intransitive verb which can complete the meaning by itself is called an intransitive verb of complete predication. Example is child cries. But you know, the forms of verb be are all intransitive verbs. Am, is, are, was, were are intransitive. Seems, appears, etc., etc. That is, these linking verbs are all intransitive. Suppose I say he is. He is subject. Is an intransitive verb, meaning is not complete. So an intransitive verb which cannot complete the meaning by itself is called an intransitive verb of incomplete predication. An intransitive verb which cannot complete the meaning by itself is called an intransitive verb of incomplete predication. Then what shall we do? We cannot leave that sentence that is without meaning. So then we add some words to it to complete the meaning, to complement the meaning. We may say he is tall, he is intelligent, he is smart, he is lazy, he is industrious. These words complete the meaning. So the words added to the intransitive verb of incomplete predication to complete the meaning is called complements. The words added to complete the meaning of the intransitive verb of incomplete predication is called complements. And before that is, however, we will complete one more point and then we will stop. Even with subject, verb and object, sometimes meaning may not be full. Meaning may not be completed. May not be complete. For example, they elected him. They subject, elected verb, and him is the object. We get almost 80% of the meaning complete. We are sure that he stood for an election and he is elected. But there is one question still remains in our mind. As what? That is, the object cannot complete the meaning. So what shall we do? We will provide a complement to the object. They elected him captain. They elected him president. They elected him chairman. So the pattern of the sentence is subject. He selected verb, that is him direct object, and chairman object complement. Complements are of two types, that is subject complement, that is intransitive verb of incomplete predication usually takes, that is subject complement, and object complements are given, that is added when the object cannot complete the meaning. So please do one thing. Remember all these points before we go to the next lesson. Thank you very much.